and welcome to a new video on this channel from Horse Conversations. My name is Carolina and I'm the creator behind Horse Conversations. I have a big Instagram account. You maybe know me from there. And here I am recording a new video for my YouTube channel, which has been a while. So today I want to share with you an update on Soleado and our journey. Soleado is a 5-year-old gelding. I got him last year in September. So he is now with us for a whole year. And I wanted to share some updates on him, what we have been doing in the last month and how it's going, and also about my business and my project from Horse Conversations. What am I doing at the moment and what are my plans for the future? So if you want to know more about us, stay tuned and enjoy this video. So as I said, on 15 September, Sol had his 1-year mark with us. He came to me from a place in the Netherlands, but he's from Spain originally. So he came to the Netherlands when he was around 3 years old. He's now 5. So I got him as a 4-year-old, and he was ridden in previously, but in a way that he wasn't trustful and wasn't self-secured in carrying a rider. And he also was just 4-year-old. So we took our time to start that again. I worked with him from the ground for a month, and we put a lot of time and effort in rehabilitating his fears regarding humans and tag and all the things we do around horses. He was very frightful of movement, of energy, of any action, of ropes and halters and the saddle. He also had some ulcers and some issues with the saddle, so we worked on that. And since maybe February this year, or maybe even a little bit later, March, I started riding him again, very slowly, very carefully. And this issue has been solved. He's now a very confident riding horse. We don't do much because of his age, but we go for hacks every now and then. And my 10-year-old daughter is also having playtime with them, like they're going to the arena and she's riding him, but it's not like serious work. When we go outside, we live in the Netherlands, so we have a lot of traffic. There's a big infrastructure in this country, so it's not like comparable to maybe rural areas in Germany or America or wherever you're from. So imagine that there are always a lot of streets and bicycle paths, a lot of people, dogs, other animals. And he's doing so well on these hacks outside. Like there's almost no issue. Of course, he gets afraid sometimes, but it's so easy to solve with him. He's always looking forward to my guidance, and he's really very confident in overcoming his fears. So we always go bitless outside. It has never been an issue. Of course, he's a young horse, so there are certain things to consider, like we don't go outside alone. Also because I think it's boring to go outside alone, but we always go with other horses, and he has no problem stopping even when we come from galloping. Of course, there are other horses, so he does what the other horses do. It's a great help. And in the future, I will be trying to go outside alone a little bit, but it's not my main focus, also because of security and staying safe. We still do a lot of groundwork, of course, because this is my opinion and my vision of training horses, is that you always combine groundwork and riding for his physical state, also for his emotional state. We do free things in the arena, or we work with a halter. We also do lunging. Like there's a whole variety of things we do. I work with poles. My daughter likes to play with obstacles and keeping the fun in the training. And then we combine it with going for hacks outside. And I had like no issues with him so far. There's like no problem behaviors. He's very kind. He's very safe. He's very confident and trustful and trustworthy. I'm really thankful for that. Like, I know it's not a given, but at one point I think it's his personality, it's his character. He's just a good boy. But it's also my training that he's so trustful and that he's not panicking, and he has an emotional regulation skill, and also is exposed to a lot of things, so he knows how to handle certain levels of excitement and anxiety. If you want to know what I did and what I'm doing with him more in detail, you can check out my other videos. You can check out my Instagram account. I share what I do. I really love to share that, and I want to give you a more in-depth view into relationship work, which this is mostly about. So it's not about making him behave and compliant, but it's about the relationship you can have with a horse, and that this will actually translate into safety and control you have when you go outside with your horse and want to do the fun things. So what we're doing now is we're working on physical achievements. Like, I want him to be more straight. We work in hand, we work with long reins or on the lunging line and poles to make him more strong, to have a healthy movement pattern, and of course regularly expose him to trailer loading and plastic bags and whatever that is always contained in my training plan to keep a horse stimulated, and not have them in a safe bubble and have them only on the paddock or only do boring arena work. Like, you have to imagine that an arena is just a big sandbox, and horses don't really know what's the meaning of this. When we have in mind, okay, I'm going to do dressage, I'm going to do working in the circle, you have to translate that to a horse mind, that they do know what they are supposed to do. And it helps if you have obstacles and objects and make it a little bit more interesting, more variety, and more fun. The last few weeks, I literally gave the reins to my daughter. She's 10-year-old, and she had, of course, experience with horses before. She had riding lessons before, but she's not like a real experienced rider. Of course, not also because of her age. But she's doing so great with Soleado, and he's doing so great with her. Like, I really trust these two, being a 10-year-old working a 5-year-old horse. It's really nice to see. And I'm really happy that it works out so well. Of course, because of her age, she's not doing like serious stuff. She's mostly playing around and having this horse girl dream we all dreamed about when we were young. So it's really nice to see. But the most important part is that I can trust both of them to be kind to each other and to be safe. What also really changed for us in our journey since last year is the place where Soleado is living now. He's living on a paddock paradise with a track system. So he has his basic needs met 24/7. He has access to hay and forage 24/7. He lives within a group, and he has the freedom to move all day and all night. We are now in autumn in the Netherlands, and the winter's coming. So we have to see how the winter turns out for us in this paddock system, because it's a new place. So we are all figuring out things as we go. But I'm not planning on stalling him this winter, and I hope the facility will bring us through the winter as good as possible. I'm really a big fan of Paddock Paradise systems, and if you want to know more about the place, you can also check out my website and my Instagram. I share regularly photos and videos of this place. It's really, really a beautiful place, and it's really well designed. Not all Paddock Paradises are 100% good. I'm not saying that this is always better than any other option, but if you consider the needs of a horse, and if you consider certain management techniques, you can really make this one of the best management systems for horses to meet their natural needs. Our plans for the future are not really defined yet. Soleado is just really a good pony, so he could do like everything. I can't imagine doing everything with him. I'm not the type of choosing one special sports or vision. So, and I also let this be the choice of my daughter, what she wants to do with him. He could do dressage, he could do jumping, he could do working equitation. Like, all possibilities are open, and I'm really curious to see where his talents are and where he wants to, where both of them want to go, and find fun and maybe a little bit of ambition, because I think it's not wrong to be ambitious with a young horse if you keep their physical and mental state in mind. And I also believe it's good for horses to have something to do outside of paddock life, because our paddocks and our keeping systems are regulated. They are not like nature. They don't bring the same stimulation to the horses. So we have to offer them stimuli at the side to keep life interesting, to keep life challenging, and have this healthy balance of excitement and rest and peace. For my personal development, I am still focusing on my study on equine behavior. So I'm studying to become an equine behaviorist, which is really interesting, and it takes a lot of time and work to go through all this scientific stuff. And I love to share that with you. I love to share this information. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to contact me, to check out my offerings, how and where I can share this information. And I'm also thinking about making courses or maybe creating a platform where we can learn and grow together, because I really believe it's important that behaviorism is something all people that own horses come in contact with more or less. So it's nice to keep horses, but keeping horses ask for quite a lot of knowledge and skill, and I hope to bring this to all people, so we can grow and learn together to become better horse owners and facility managers and whatever your part is in the horse world. I'm still doing lessons in the Netherlands, and I also have the opportunity to take in training horses locally. So the place where Soleado is living offers me the opportunity to take on training horses for a period of time. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to contact me as well. And my mostly focus is, of course, on creating relationship, creating safe horses, and helping problem behaviors to solve and to make horses happier. If you have any questions or you want to see anything I haven't showed in the last few weeks, month, or you want to know about certain topics, always feel free to contact me, to ask me. I would love to answer you, to make videos for you. So as I said earlier, check out my socials. You can very easily contact me there. You can contact me here. You can check out my website. And I hope to see you again in the next video, and I hope to hear from you. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day.